from a perspective of which kind of members and corporates, entrepreneurs, etc. that you attract. I'm also just curious, at the moment, you might cater for, a sort of a breakout team of innovators from a corporation, for example, or for the 10 to 20 person sort of enterprise, fast growth, or even down to the solopreneur, representing, I think, 55 different disciplines. But I know one of your points of view is that in the future, there's not going to be any disciplines, and that you're very much, in a sort of empathetic way, very much of an anti-disciplinarian, as industries, I guess, like biology or chemistry and technology in terms of biotech fusing, so convergence of industries, but also that there's a divergence and I guess also some green shoots of totally different industries or disciplines emerging. I'm just curious to get your thoughts into this idea of the anti-disciplinarian.
Yeah, so the anti-disciplinary is what I call basically, it's also the whole idea behind WorkClub, where it's if you put yourself too narrow in your own silo, in your own industry, you just, the future, if you look at disruption in the last 10 years, has been tech plus maybe one or two disciplines, mostly. That's been disruption. I think if you look, my view, if you look forward, is that it's going to be tech plus 6 or 7 disciplines. So anti-disciplinary to me is a white piece of paper, you put some black dots on it. All the black dots that are there are the disciplines we know of today. And all the white part is disciplines we don't know that's ahead of us. So how do you then, if that is the case, where do you then put yourself in the best possible position to be part of that future? If you're too narrow and you just surround yourself with people from your own industry, from your silo, I think you are exposing yourself for not being part of that future or being redundant at some point. I think my insurance is to try and surround myself with as many different kind of disciplines and people that will disrupt my thinking, that will get me thinking from different angles. And I think that's critical. If that's the case, if the future looks like that, how do you then structure your own business? How do you structure your organizational part of your business to allow that business to thrive in such an environment? WorkClub is almost like an experiment to me. It's not an experiment, but it's an experiment in terms of the organizational structure to try and say, well, how do we have as much empowerment at the front of the business all the way through? Businesses that structure very traditionally top down, it's not going to thrive in that world. It's not going to survive in that future. The businesses that manage to empower all of their staff to make real-time decisions are the businesses that's going to succeed. And that leads into, I don't care about strategy. My interest is all about the culture. So how do we create a culture in WorkClub which is so strong and it's so much aligned to what is the WorkClub DNA, what is on brand, what is not on brand, so that the concierge at the front, anyone in the business, are able to make decisions all day long that is on brand, 9 out of 10 times. I'd rather want decisions than no decisions. I don't want to get asked. My role for the team is to make sure they understand the brand. What is the DNA of what we do? And I think I do that because I think that's the future proof of the business. And I know that we as a business is going to pivot many times and we're going to respond to what's ahead of us that we don't know. Just like I think in the next 12 months, our business will change significantly to address bigger companies. My view on the traditional landlord-tenant structure is just it's in the past. For companies to sign up for 5, 7, or 10-year leases doesn't make any sense from a financial perspective and from just organizational perspective.